You call that a compass? Uh-huh. That ain't a compass. That's a compass. That it is. Yeah. And it happens to be a compass from an Avro Lancaster. Now, whether it was used in one of the Lancasters, well, that had the bouncing bombs, the dam busters. I don't know. That I don't. But this is a Lancaster, World War II Lancaster gimbaled a compass. Let's have a closer look, shall we? That we should. There we go. Oh, in case you're wondering about the old Lancaster, that's the Lancaster. That is the Lancaster bomber, the Avro Lancaster, and the bouncing bomb would be in the belly of the plane, and it'd be spun. It would, and the design was innovated by Barnes Wallace. So effectively, like skip nail stones across the pond. It is. So, as you can see, it is most certainly a compass. And let's have a look. Is it still working? Let's have a look at this one. If anything, that one's not right. It's getting interference from somewhere. Oh, that's right there. Oh, crikey. So this one is getting interference. So that one, because I know north is dead that way, okay? And if you look at this old Lancaster compass, it's at dead north. This one is getting interference from something. This one here, this is a marine compass, come off my old boat, and by Silver, and it's a fluid. It has a fluid in. There's a spirit in there which allows it to float around without any resistance whatsoever. It is actually a really good compass, but this one, funny enough, doesn't seem to be affected by all the metal and this old there's an old voice and anvil over there. There's a huge amount of iron. But if I move it over, so I go back, now it's getting interference. But if I come back down here, it settles in. Now, if you want to get a reading quickly on an aeroplane that is literally bouncing around all over the flipping place, you might have a bit of an issue because it's going to keep doing that until now. It does have a gimbal, so it can, if as a plane banks, it's the actual markers in the state, they stay level. Yeah, whereas everything else around it is tipping. It's a bit sticky in this direction. Yeah, so, and also on here, what you can do is you set this to wherever your north is, like you would do on any compass. In that case, it's around there. But it takes you a while for it to settle in. So it's going to be a bit hit and miss, isn't it? I don't know if there's something that is supposed to be on there so you can actually that's it. So you can actually lock it. Don't look like it, does it? I can't see anything where you can lock it. Yeah. Now, the Avro Lancaster. Let me see if I can find you a picture of the actual. There we go. So if I bring that in here, as you can see, there's a few of them on there. That's basically what I've got in front of me. Avro Lancaster bomber. Another one. So there's a few of them about, obviously from different periods of that particular. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I would say it's pretty cool anyway. It's quite nice when you find things like this. Now my dad gave me this a few years before he died, and it's quite a smart thing to have. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. If I look at it. But where my dad got it from, I don't know. I don't know if it was my grandfather's because he was in the war. He wasn't a pilot, mine, or it's just something that my father acquired. Now there is a possibility. My dad was a boat builder. There was a possibility that this compass came out of a boat. Originally, it was in a Lancaster bomber. But then it might have been taken from the Lancaster bomber. Oh, that'll do. I'll go in my boat, that will. Yeah, that'll go in my little fishing boat or something. I would be a bit surprised, and that's probably, screwed onto a bulkhead. Because all this is brass, and that, everything's brass on it, so it's not going to corrode on you. And it's a very simple compass. It's pretty much always going to be correct, provided you can stop moving about. Because that would be really handy. I don't know how you're supposed to actually... Yeah, how are you supposed to take a proper reading? Because the boat is going to constantly be doing that. The Lancaster bomber is going to be constantly vibrating. But no, but it's still cool though. It is still cool. And they used them. That they did. And you think of, for instance, like the dam busters. Let's get rid of that. Yeah. You think about the dam busters. When they obviously have the compass to get to the dam in Germany, and set the height of the actual plane, because they had to release these big cylindrical drums, which are basically full of explosives and a detonator. They had to spin them first, and also they had to be released at the exact height. It's all been tested. They've done lots of dry runs and what have you. And they had to know exactly how high the plane had to be before they dropped it. And to do that, they had a nose light and a tail light shooting at an angle, set at a certain angle. And they knew that when those two beams of light they met, they knew they were at the correct height. Anyway, I hope you found that of interest. Please hit the old like button and maybe subscribe to the channel, little bell icon, so you get all that's in your pocket every time I upload another random tinkery type video. Toodaloo. Enjoy your tinkering.